What's up, Fun Nation? I'm Emilio, and I'm out here at the Monterrey Regional with Team 6017, Cyberius, and their 2026 robot Phoenix, which features a hopper that can hold more than 60 fuels and a unique hooded shooter system. But who better than the students themselves to tell us about their new machine? So I'm out here with Gascon, Loreta, Nicole, and Javier, who will give us a deep dive into their creation right here on Behind the Bumpers.
This is our intake and extendable hopper. Our intake is a 4-bar mechanism that, when it's in its down position, it takes our extendable hopper along with the ride using these sliding bearings. We use these instead of shaft collars to especially reduce the weight because shaft collars weigh too much. And our intake is our most diverse mechanism in terms of materials. It uses these nylon bars for their flexibility, low weight, and durability. It uses these max composite plates for their durability and low weight. Then it uses these polycarbonate tubes and polycarbonate plates for their flexibility and low weight. This entire mechanism was made with the thinking that it needed to be low weight and robust, so it could bend instead of permanently deforming or breaking under high mechanical stress. To achieve that, we also used these X16 motors, Krakens, and these 50-watt cycloidal drives. Cycloidal drives are a very special kind of reduction because they use many pins and they're all in contact with all of them at the same time, at all times, and that allows them to undergo way more mechanical stress without breaking permanently. Fun fact, we used to have our motor mounted over here, but we instead offsetted it over here with a 1-to-1 belt drive because it was too close to these swerve sensor, and these swerve sensors use magnets. Motors create magnetic fields, so that could interfere with the reading of the sensor, so we offsetted it to be safer.
Before we get to our next segment, we'd like to thank the following. As you're getting ready for the competition season, think AndyMark as your one-stop shop for all your team needs. AndyMark's Launcher in a Box is a configurable solution that so many teams are finding success with for the rebuilt season. Also available at AndyMark.com, the AMPD AndyMark power distribution board that provides 24 40-amp independently fused output channels for safe, reliable power distribution. That's AndyMark.com. Kettering University's cutting-edge programs and their experiential co-op model seamlessly blend the professional and academic worlds, offering hands-on, future-focused learning that empowers students to pursue new ideas and inspires other institutions to follow their lead. Don't just be ahead of the curve, create the curve. Get more information at kettering.edu/first.
So next up is our indexer, which has been the subsystem we've worked most on. It is a conveyor system, and we use PETG pulleys to make it work. We have these custom-made PETG pieces that what they do is that they center the fuel so that they can go into the shooter with the most ease and the least compression. We also use a 3-to-1 ratio for our Kraken, and
we have a single shooter, which is a steel. The reason we chose this type of shooter was because we had many iterations. We realized we as a team are not able to build a turret. We're planning to do that in the off season. And after trying a double shooter, we realized that it decreased the flow rate. That's why we came up with the idea of a single shooter. It has capacity for 2 fuel and a half, and it has 3 rollers made out of spacers and 2-inch stealth wheels. The reason the first roller is not the same as the other two rollers is because we have the necessity to redirect the fuel into the ways that we built out of these ribs. We call them ribs that are made out of polycarbonate. The structure is made out of aluminum 66-1, I believe so. And we have a rack and pinion system for our hood. Our hood is made out of custom-made by our sponsor gear, and 10 DP gear to reduce the backlash in the hood system. We also have this type of gears that we use to reduce the backlash that the hood may have. And we have a roller made out of 4-inch stealth wheels with 2 flywheels to increase the flow rate and try to level up and have a better accuracy at scoring fuel. Then we have the climber, which is a telescopic light climber. It is made out of a 2x2 aluminum shaft, and it is also made out of maxi spline that is enrolled into a rope that helps us with leveling up or going down the hook that we have up here. And it is like it is similar to our 2024 climber that we use in Crescendo, and it is all made out of aluminum and has this grip tape that will help us to get a better grip with the upright.
For the coding and electronics of this robot, we have some interesting features that we have. First of all, everything on the robot is under the bumper. All electric components are under the bumper. This is to have a larger storage capacity to be able to store even more fuels than we thought. We can see that the battery, everything, the motors, VRMs, everything is under the bumper to be able to free up space above the sorter. We have multiple sensors, including encoders, hood boards. We have even an induction sensor in the hood that allows to reset the 0 point of the hood. We have 2 limelights for our vision system, which allows for the April tag to be read through the robot. And for the coding, we have some features that allow the drivers to have more smooth experience. For example, the driver is able to press a button and the robot will automatically search for the closest 45-degree angle to snap and go through the hood more easily. This allows to have a smoother autonomous routine. It makes it faster. It reduces a lot the risk of getting stuck. And we also have, thanks to the limelight's vision, we have a system that is able to know the distance from the robot to the hood and automatically detects how much RPMs are needed on the shooter and at which angle does the hood need to snap to make an accurate shot to the hub. We also have our LED systems that allows the drivers to have more information during the match, depending if the robot is feeding, if the robot is getting ready to shoot, if the robot is ready to shoot. This allows the drivers to have better communication not only between them but with the match. Everything is powered by Kraken's X60 and Kraken's X44. We have a swerve that is the MK4 inverted on our L1 configuration, and that will be mostly everything about this robot in electronics and coding.
All right, team. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your robot with us today. We wish you the best of luck this weekend in Monterrey and in the rest of the season.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay up to date on future fun videos. Kettering University's cutting-edge programs and their experiential co-op model seamlessly blend the professional and academic worlds, offering hands-on, future-focused learning that empowers students to pursue new ideas and inspires other institutions to follow their lead. Don't just be ahead of the curve, create the curve. Get more information at kettering.edu/first. As you're getting ready for the competition season, think AnyMark as your one-stop shop for all your team needs. AnyMark's Launcher in a Box is a configurable solution that so many teams are finding success with for the rebuilt season. Also available at anymark.com, the AMPD AnyMark power distribution board that provides 24 40-amp independently fused output channels for safe, reliable power distribution. That's anymark.com.